Hey there, I'm Katie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be decorating my farmhouse mantle for fall. I'm going to give you two options today, one that's a little bit darker and moody, and then another one that is a little bit lighter and brighter. I'll walk you through the steps of how I did it and what pieces I used. If you're looking behind me, you can already see a sneak peek of the first one, so let me take you back to where I started. These two mirrored sconces and then this really old piece of art that just felt like fall and fit the mood that I'm going for. Quick little Bailey break. He's always underfoot, so just have to say hi. And then I'm going to add these mice on top of this antique clock that I have. Just a little backstory on these mice. This was one of the first things that I bought to sell in my store like over a decade ago and were by far the best seller year after year. So explain that to me? I don't know why, but it was those. Anyway, I started off by creating symmetry. Obviously the sconces are a good balance, and then I'm adding these urns with pumpkins on top of them on either end. While I'm trying to do more of a fall look, I'm also trying to add a lot of character and real depth with the darker colors. These glass candlesticks are also vases. There's a hole down the center of them. They were a great purchase I got years and years ago, and I use them for everything. So I'm gonna add these little lantern pumpkins stems inside them just for some greenery. This batch gave me a lot of trouble, but I was determined to make it look somewhat like the left-hand side, so bear with me here. Next up, I'm pulling a little bit of the off-white from the color on the art piece into these pumpkins here, so they kind of contrast off of that. Actually, is that a gourd? Maybe it's a gourd. And then I have an acorn. They have a little bit of a metallic stem on them, so more visual interest. And then I'm adding this pumpkin-headed figure, which is one of my favorites. Pull it out year after year. He's looking a little shabby, but I still love him, and he's got great character. Now here again, I'm just looking for balance and height. I don't like everything to be the exact same height. I like to go up and down along the mantle to create visual interest, which is why I'm going to add some books underneath these vases or candlesticks to add some height and make it a little bit different than all the rest. You'll probably get tired of hearing me say it, but books are an essential when decorating, whether it's modern or old style. I love them for texture and for adding kind of risers and height for different pieces. So this little owl is kind of a funny story behind him. He came from my shop years ago. I got made fun of when I bought him because he is very quirky, but I love pulling him out year after year. Adding a little brass old mouse, which I love, and then these trio of pumpkins down at the base, and just a little picture of my chairs because I love them. Okay. So that's it. For some reason, I did not get me putting the garland on the mantle, but I did add some wood bead garland just for some more texture. And overall, it's just a very old world, moody, dark, fall-themed mantle. Round two. I'm gonna go a little bit brighter and more fun with this one. So I'm going to keep a few of the pieces that are on the mantle and switch them out for this new theme, but overall I'm taking most of the stuff off of here. I could have cut this part out, but I really wanted to show you how I'm reusing things and repurposing things, and hopefully that inspires you to use stuff that you have around your house, because you don't have to spend a lot of money to make your home look pretty. All right, so you can see here that I replaced the art with this pumpkin art, and this art is probably 25 years old, but I still like it. I keep thinking the mat needs to be changed out. I'm not sure I love that. And excuse the reflection, I couldn't help that with the lighting. But the art itself is so pretty, and it went with the theme I was doing. So you can see here I'm reusing the candlesticks and the urns, leaving the pumpkins in the urns because I like that. And then I found some white candlesticks that I'm pairing on either side and adding different colored orange pumpkins on top of them. Again, I'm just playing with heights here. I'm trying not to put the two black ones together. I wanted it to be black, white, black, white. Sometimes decorating comes a little bit easier than others, but for this one, it was a little bit of a struggle for me. I just was not loving the way it looked, and I wanted them to match on either side for the symmetry again. And another Bailey break. So now I'm going to add the candles into the candlesticks that I was actually using for vases in the former style mantle that I did before. If I could recommend investing in anything for decorating, it would be candlesticks, especially if you can find one like this that works as a vase as well. But candlesticks can be used as risers or candlesticks or just display pieces. So highly recommend them. Typically they're very affordable. Here I'm adding a couple other little metal ones with some tiny pumpkins just for more variation. Then I'm going to add a couple little tiny pumpkins that I found that matched the theme as well. And I did leave the garland. That's actually 2 garlands that I doubled up in the center, and it went with the look. So somehow mysteriously that pumpkins for sale sign appeared in the middle. I thought I recorded it, but somehow I didn't. Anyway, now I'm being indecisive, which is what I do sometimes. And I thought maybe I didn't want the gold metal above. I wanted to kind of keep it black and white theme. So you tell me once I'm done here which one you prefer, but I added these larger black ones, the sconces up above, just to see if I liked that better. And I don't know if you live in an old home or if you can tell me if it's just an old home thing, but I feel like everything in an old home just gets dusty so fast. So here I am cleaning them up a little bit. And now I'm not loving the setup with these candles. So let's go ahead and rearrange them just a little bit. I'm gonna speed this up just a tiny bit, and then you can tell me which one you like better. I'm not sure that I love one or the other better, but just a little bit different styles. And you can see here the books got magically added underneath that one, which I'm liking that a little bit better. And I'm going to just do the same on the other side. And again, Bailey's back. He's going to help me decide if he likes it or not. Okay, we approve. Added a couple little pumpkin pillows on my tiny old chairs, and here you have the pumpkin patch look. I guess I got on a roll because I came up with a third option for you. This one is very simple and very elegant, and let's go ahead and roll back and I'll show you what I did. So as I was doing this, I realized that both of these are pretty complementary, kind of similar styles, so I wanted to challenge myself to do something a little bit different and try to keep this more simple and more romantic. The inspiration actually came from this little harvest couple that I had that are a vintage figurine, which you'll see shortly. First, I'm going to add back these gold framed sconces. They came from Magnolia, I believe, last year. I'll see if I can find the link for them, but I really do love them. And because the couple is kind of harvest themed, I thought that wheat around the rim of them went with that look. Definitely don't want these garlands. Again, I'm going for a really simple, clean look this time. Now on to the art, which is what I like to always start with when I'm doing a mantle scape. Either that or a mirror would be great as well, but because I have the mirrored sconces, I wanted to use this art. It definitely has a fall feel. It is very vintage. And I have considered muting the gold on the frame, just adding some sort of stain or something to make it a little bit softer, but for the sake of this video, we're just gonna leave it. Next up is the little harvest couple that I had that I was inspired to do this look with. These were actually my mother's. She's had them for a really long time. I'll have to ask her where she got them. I'm sure she's picked them up at an estate sale or something over the years. In fact, a lot of this stuff is a mix of mine and hers. Actually, a lot of her stuff in this one. Now, I will admit I was really struggling with the urge to over-decorate again, even though I wanted to keep this simple. I think part of it comes from years of me decorating a shop where you kind of over-decorate for display. And with this, I'm just trying to pare back as simply as I could. I wanted to add some floral for sure, so this is me trying to struggle with what I wanted to put it in and what height I wanted. Again, sometimes it's better just to put the pieces up there, stand back and take a look, and just see what feels right. I did try to use these little birds, but I could not figure out how to make them work, so you'll see them disappear here shortly. So here are some PG hydrangeas. We actually have a huge bush in our yard that starts as a white or off-white, and they're beautiful. It was overfull, so I picked a bunch of them and dried them as they were turning this kind of purpley green color, and they're absolutely gorgeous. They actually look just like they are growing out of this art piece, so I really love how that looked. I tried adding some candles on the candlesticks on the side, and then I spread the couple apart just to create a little bit of different look there, and then decided to just pull back completely and get rid of the other things. So again, just resisting the urge to over decorate and keeping it simple. So here is this, and then adding some books in the middle with this cute little candle that I'll tell you more about in just a minute. And that got a little out of control, but we're all good, I promise. Okay, I'm gonna take just a minute to tell you about these candles because they are fantastic and I keep meaning to show them in one of my videos. They are through Better Homes and Gardens at Walmart. I have sold many candles when I owned a shop. Some upwards of $40 or more, and I know how expensive candles can be. So when I found these at Walmart, I was super excited. Yes, I am an affiliate with them, so I will drop the link below and I will get a little kickback if you guys purchase them. But regardless, if you go in person, go get them. You need to. I know sometimes it's better to buy a candle in person because you want to smell it. But I am going to vouch for these few that I have. The one that's burning behind me, the pumpkin one, is red fern, apple, and pumpkin. What a unique mix, and it is very subtle. It's not overpowering. I really love it. I'm actually really sensitive to candles, so I don't often like a lot of the candle options that you can get out there. I'm very picky about them. But this one is really, really nice. I just lit this and it's a beautiful scent. I then have two others that I've been burning. This one is going to be red lava and citrus. It's got citrus, lemon, orange, mango, tropical fruit, and musk scent notes. And this is, I think, my favorite. It's really good. They burn a really long time. The jar is beautiful, so if you wanted to give that as a gift. This one is pink fig and spruce. I was a little surprised by this mix, but it is really good. It is pink fig, blood orange, hollyberry, peppercorn, allspice, nutmeg, birchwood, and spruce scent notes. Again, just a really nice mix. Highly recommend. Go get them. I will drop a few in below, especially these. They range anywhere from, some are on rollback right now at like $9.87 up to almost $11. So great value on these candles. Go grab some. Great holiday gifts. All right, you guys, that's all for today. I hope you found some inspiration in one of these options and you're able to reuse or repurpose some of the stuff that you have around your house, and it encourages you to get out some of your stuff and get decorating. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and drop a comment below letting me know which one of the three of these was your favorite. Until next time.